All right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, I'll stop there. Good morning. Today is Friday, June 19th, 2020. Yesterday I read this very fun book called Postman Pat's Difficult Day. And I read it in a fun little accent as well. Indeed. Will not be doing an accent today, just my regular awesome accent that I always have every day for today's book, which is called The Digging-est Dog. This book has everything. It has everything. Did I do that right? Wait, I think it's like this. This book has everything. Okay, this book has everything. It has happiness, it has sadness, it has adventure, it has boredom, it has excitement, it has terror, it has got everything. It's got sadness as well. The story is by Al Perkins. The illustrator is Eric Gurney, and it's called The Digging-est Dog. Let's get into it. This is quite a story. So if you're gonna watch the whole thing, strap in, get ready. Just get comfy, get a snack if you want. I was the saddest dog you could ever see, sad because no one wanted me. The pet shop window was my jail. The sign behind me said, "For sale," right off the bat. Ugh, don't you just want this dog? You just seem so sad. I cannot look at it anymore. I was tied to a bare, hard floor of stone. I could not even dig for a bone. I was living all of my life alone, a dog that no one wanted to own. That's how this story is starting. Very sad. Hopefully it's only going to go up from here. I believe it will. And then one day at 4:30, Sammy Brown came into the door. Sam took one look at me and cried, "Why are you tied up here inside?" Things are looking up. "I've always wanted a dog like you, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll take you out to the farm with me. You'll play outdoors where you should be." I felt as happy as a pup when Sam paid the man and picked me up. He rubbed my ears, he scratched my head. "I think I'll call you Duke," he said. Now he's got everything. Now he's got a name, he's got a good buddy. Oh, look at him. That's a big dog, too. Sam gave me a collar, he gave me a lead. We left that shop at tremendous speed. So Duke can't wait to get out of that shop and begin his new life on the farm with Sam Brown. We went a long way out of town. We came to the farm of Sammy Brown. It was the nicest place I've ever seen. A pretty white house in a field of green. And in the shade of the apple tree, a special dog house just for me. Oh, he's got his own house now. He's so excited. Oh. Next morning, while Sam did his chores, he let me run and play outdoors. I'd never played outdoors before. I'd always lived on that hard stone floor. I'd never run on nice soft ground. Now I barked with joy as I ran around. All right. Man, he's loving this. So the cow's loving it too. So he spent the night and now he's off and he's exploring and he's having fun. Sam looked at me and scratched his head. "Duke, you need some friends," he said. He blew his whistle. He blew a blast and many dogs came running fast. Now he's going to have friends? He is stunned. Duke is, and all these dogs want to be his friend. I'd never met a dog before. Now I was meeting 6 or more. They walked around and looked at me. They looked me over carefully. Then at last I heard them say, "He's one of us. He'll be okay." All right. So he's in. He's in the gang. They all like him. Perfect. Everything's good. One dog who wasn't very big suddenly began to dig. The other started digging too, but that was something I could not do. I'd never learned to dig before. I'd never learned to dig in that store. How could I on that hard stone floor? So this is a thing, this is a skill that many dogs have. Most dogs have. They're able to dig. They like digging. They like digging, finding stuff on the ground, just like digging. He can't do it. He doesn't know how to do it because he always lived on that hard stone floor in the pet shop. I tried to dig, but alas, I couldn't. I wiggled my paws just wouldn't. I fell on my ear, I fell on my face, I fell on myself all over the place. And the dogs are stunned as well. They're like, "What? You can't dig? What's going on here?" The others said, "Duke may be big, but he is no good. He cannot dig." They stuck their noses in the air. They walked away. They left me there. Oh, just like that. He had friends, and now, because he can't dig, they're judging him. Oh, look at his effort, too. He really tried. He tried so hard. I'll teach you, Duke, cried Sammy Brown. I'll teach you how to dig deep down. He crouched beside me with his hand. He dug a hole in a pile of sand. I tried it too, but I couldn't. I wiggled my paws just wouldn't. I'd never learned to dig in that store. How could I on that hard stone floor? Even with Sammy Brown teaching him, still difficult. Sammy sighed. I almost cried. My eyes and nose were full of dirt. My paws and claws and elbows hurt. I had a pain across my back. I knew I'd never get the knack. Just like yesterday, there was a character in Postman Pat that was like, oh, it'll never work. Hold on. Just keep trying. Don't give up. You can't do it yet. You can't do it yet. Doesn't mean you'll never be able to do it. Keep trying. I mean, not right now. He's kind of tired. You can take a break. Sam felt sad and I felt bad. If only I could make him glad. We both knew I'd never get it right. Sam and I couldn't sleep that night. More sadness. So when the sun rose in the sky, I thought I'd give it one more try. I wiggled my paw. I saw it could. I wiggled the other. I saw it would. I could dig with my paws. I could dig with my claws. I felt no pain across my back. I knew at last I had the knack. Sometimes all you gotta do is sleep on it, and then the next morning, you'll get it. And that's what happened to him. Sammy Brown looked out at me. He saw me digging happily. Good for you, Duke, Sammy cried. I knew you'd do it if you tried. So I dug farther. I dug faster. I dug and I dug to please my master. All right. Now he's really practicing. He's digging a lot. Look at this. He dug a little mouse out of the ground and his mouse is running away. I feel bad for the mouse, but it's funny how he's running on 2 feet like that. Okay. I dug up grass. I dug up weeds. I dug up daisies. I dug up seeds. I dug up the fence. I dug up the gates. I dug up the garden of Mrs. Thwaites. Uh-oh. Duke, better hold on a minute. Now you're upsetting people. Digging is great, but hold on. I dug up the rooster. I dug up the hens. I dug up the sheeps and pigs in their pens. Wow. Wow. Look at that. He's just throwing these animals all over the place. Strong digging Doug. I dug and dug. I couldn't stop. I dug up the barber in his shop. I dug up Mr. Rodney Thayer sitting in the barber's chair. Oh, Lord. Boy, oh boy. How is he doing this? He is some kind of superhuman dog. I hope you're seeing this picture like I am. I dug my way right through the town. I dug a lot of buildings down. I was having so much fun. I dug up Highway 81. Now this is cement. I mean, for a paw, his paws must be... Well, anyway, he's digging a lot, and he's starting to be a little bit too much digging, I think. This guy stopped all of a sudden. Can you see it? Because the road, and this guy, he had crashed into him, and then boop, and then off comes his wheel. I came to a hill, I dug to the top, but all of a sudden I had to stop. Right in front of me, looking down, there stood my master, Sammy Brown. Sammy Brown doesn't look like he's too happy. He's standing there with his arms on his, can't see his face, standing there with his hands on his hips like that, and Duke is not very happy either. Uh-oh. Sam didn't smile or pat my head. He only glared at me and said, I'm sending you back to that animal store. They'll tie you to that hard stone floor and you'll never dig anymore. All the friends, they're coming after him as well. Oh, he's afraid. He's afraid. He doesn't want to go back to that store. I couldn't run. I couldn't hide. Dogs came at me from every side. And then suddenly I knew there was just one thing left for me to do. So listen, look at this. He's going to put the collar on in a second. There's big dogs in his way. He doesn't want to mess with them. What do you think is going to happen next? Pause the video if you can and think about it, because this is a big turning point. Okay, I hope you paused it because I'm moving on. I ran away from Sammy Brown. I dug a hole that went straight down. I left him standing up on top. I dug and dug. I didn't stop. So now he knows how to dig. He's going to use that skill to move on and to get out of this tricky situation. He's good at digging. How deep I dug, I could not tell, but soon I found I dug a well. Mud and water up to my chin. What a fix I now was in. I started to sink. I started to yelp. Help, I yelled. Help, 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 help. Oh man, he dug too far and there's water down there, and now he's in a spot of trouble. I could hear them from way above my head. I could hear every word they said. One dog growled, "He wrecked our town. This serves him right. Just let him drown." Man, what a mean thing to say. But Sam cried, "Duke, you've been bad. You've made me sad instead of glad, but we're not going to let you die. We'll get you out. At least we'll try." All right, so at least Sam and most of the dogs they feel bad for him. They feel bad for him that now he's in a real pickle. Then at last I heard him shout, "Maybe we can pull you out." Now look at this. They're all holding on to each other's tails, and looks like they're gonna try to pull him out like that. Good idea. Slowly, slowly down they came, each dog part of a long dog chain. I reached up, I touched a nose, I felt them lift me up by my toes. Slowly, slowly, bit by bit, they dragged me up out of that pit. And look at this little guy. What's he doing? He's not even, every dog is trying. They're all trying, just like Sammy Brown said they would. And they're lifting him up. There he is at the bottom. They're all helping him out. I thanked the dogs and Sammy Brown, and then I started back toward town. I knew I had to dig once more to fix things up as they were before. So he's off to do something, and meanwhile, the townspeople are pretty upset with him, so he's going to try to fix it. You watch this. That's what I did. I dug back gates. I dug back the garden of Mrs. Thwaites. I dug back the roosters and the hens. I dug back all the pigs in their pens. I dug all day in the summer sun. I dug back Highway 81. I dug back everything in town, everything that I'd knocked down. So he's fixing his mistakes. Good for you, Duke. Good for you. And Mrs. Thwaites is happy in her garden. I hope he took care of that little mouse that he evicted from his underground house. Today when I dig, well, I'm careful now. I'm useful too. Sam lets me plow. He'll never send me to that store or tie me up on that hard stone floor. My dog friends watch and wonder why they can't dig as well as I. So now he's helping with the farming, and his friends are with him, and there we go. There we go. That was The Digging-est Dog. Again, by Al Perkins, illustrator Eric Gurney. Enjoy your weekend. See you Monday. Bye!